I see my niggas switched on me, then my bitch dipped on me. I guess now I can focus and get some money. 10 years of dreaming.
Alright, so up until now, people heard a lot about Blam, but they haven't heard anything from Blam other than the music. So tell us a little bit about Blam.
I mean, it's crazy because I've been telling y'all about Blam. Like, the songs that's taking off now, venting, child support, like, that's been my story. Like, look at the dates on those releases. Like, that's the outlet, it's the music. Like, a lot of people get their notoriety off of speaking on it, and I allow that. But my truth is a whole lot more interesting than a lot of the lies about it. So I'm not really here to speak on nobody, I'm just here to speak on it.
Gotcha. Alright, so you came out of a 10-year federal bid back in October of 2019. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Facts. I actually left USP Florence July 25th or 26th, literally when you come here. When was it? I got on the bus? The 25th, matter of fact. But it was to a halfway house in Lebanon, so actually I was considered an inmate still. Like, any small thing, I would have went back to prison. So I dealt with that population of like 1,500, probably 3 black people there. It was just like crazy. So October 18th, I went through a lot. Yeah, me and baby went through a lot at the halfway house. Like October 18th, I actually made it home to where I was actually not able to be looked up in the inmate locator for United States Federal.
Gotcha. How did you end up with double digits at 19?
I got certified as an adult when I was 16. It was a situation, details don't matter, I got convicted of it, but I was a young dude. We was with the gang shit.
Yeah, that's real young.
And so, yeah, real talk. Like, I've been banging since I was like 12, 13.
So what was it like being thrown in the feds at that young?
Well, actually, I went to the state first. And it's crazy because I got certified as an adult at 16 and my code was finished. So I did like 10 months in the Henry County Jail. And from there, I went to Powhatan Receiving and did a young boy dumb move. And we beat up an old man that kept throwing up in the cell. Come to find out he got cancer as a punishment. They sent me to Wilder's Ridge at 17, which is a supermax in Virginia. I was the first juvenile to open it up. The first juvenile to ever walk that yard. It was ridiculous. Like, I had to have a cell to myself. There was a sign on my door. Like, they had me on the yard with convicted killers and rapists, but I would get a charge for having tobacco products or a Playboy magazine because I was underage.
All right. Since you've done all of that, do you have any interest in returning back to that lifestyle?
Nah, that wasn't a lifestyle. That was a facade, bro. Like, looking back, everything I believed in, I made myself believe in because I didn't want to see what it really was. Like, I stand on the fact, like, if I was not the first, I was one of the first pioneers of this banging around here. So I guess it was easy for me to uphold the images, everything was perfect, and seeing what it really was until it was my turn to take that fall. Now I done failed, man. I'm about to bounce back up.
Definitely. All right, so since you're talking about you about to bounce back up, what projects are you currently working on?
Got that dream of the freedom, man.
Right, tell us about that. Tell us about that.
Like I'm 31 years old, man. My birthday, March 19th, 1989. My first bid, it was 2.5 years, 20 years, suspended everything, 2.5. I ended up doing like 3.5, fucking up. 10 years, maxed out, 120 months on my Fed bid. If you just add that up, that's 13 years. That's almost half, if not half of my life. You're not even counting the 6, 18 months bids as a juvenile. So it's like half of my life been in prison and half of my life been on the streets. And the difference sometimes is vague. Like dreaming of freedom a facade. Like I be on the street telling stories about my niggas in jail, missing them, and then I be in jail. So it's like the Twilight Zone. It's like I'm built for both, but I'm lost in both.
Gotcha. That's deep. All right. Now, with the disappointments being home, do you feel yourself gravitating towards the streets again, or does that motivate you to push even harder and go even harder at this music?
I'm actually repelled by the streets. The streets disgust me these days.
I feel you.
Like, I was gravitating to them. A shark, he gonna go towards the biggest pool because that's where the biggest fish have to eat, right? But then like all them fish were sour, it was toxic in these waters, like mine's really toxic. So it's like no disrespect to nobody, but if I'm gonna be loyal, I'm gonna be loyal to me. You know, and that, whatever that defined as.
Alright. Alright, so now, let me ask you this. Alright, the streets want to know. Alright, it's no secret that you deviated from the Hush Gang promoting the money tree concept or movement. Alright, so what happened with Hush Gang?
They know. And I love them dudes. I just found out they didn't love me, so I decided to separate. What I thought Hush Gang stood for, I guess I was wearing a different uniform. I was in a pickup gang, I'm used to practice. I'm used to solidarity, you feel me? There was really none of that. So, like, a lot of people don't understand. I really stepped back and let other people shine. So, I decided, like, I had so many thoughts and dreams that I let just pass to let somebody else have a chance at their thoughts and dreams. That now I've decided with a tenacity I ain't never had before that I'm gonna make everything I ever wanted come to fruition. So with that concept, I thought of a tree. Like something so big and powerful to stand tall no matter what. Like it take an act of God, like a thunder strike or a mudslide to move a tree. And that's what it's gonna take to stop me, man. It's gonna be an act of God. I'm about to take the game over, bro.
Really? Alright, so what can the streets expect out of Blam?
Greatness. They know what's up. Like, just listen to the music, man. I got my receipts. You feel me?
Right.
If I say I walked Big Sandy in 2013, woo woo woo, I got them pictures. You feel me? If I say I caught a shot for catching a nigga going to the shower in his cuffs in the Smooth program, I got that shot. I got that institutional recording of that. Like I got my receipts. I say that event. Like a lot of people talk. Like I talk and back it up. Like they say the loudest wagon is the one that's empty. Like I disagree with if that bitch filled with TNT. Like I'm that wagon.
Word. Alright, now we're looking forward to hearing Dreaming of Freedom, but when can we expect it to drop?
I don't want to rush it, man. I'm thinking like October, November.
Alright.
At the latest.
Alright. Is it a lot more work to be done on it, or you about wrapped up on it?
Nah, it's in the making.
It's in the making. Alright,
Just promise everybody to be satisfied, man.
Gotcha. Alright, so anything else you want to just tell the world about Blam? Like, how did you come up with the name Blam?
It was actually an acronym. Like, I'm 145 pounds, soaking wet with 3 pair joggers on, you feel me? So it's like, growing up I had to get the upper hand. Like, one thing I am is resilient. So it's like, my mother was the type cornbread to be like, yo, you bigger than me, yo, pick something up and hit him with it. In the streets, it was pick something up and hit him with it, and I did a lot of hitting. So, in the comic books, anytime the gun go off, it's that Blam sound. So, originally, the guys who got me in the lifestyle gave me that, and then it became an acronym for Blood, Love, and Money as I got older, as I shied away from trying to be on the pepper shake and this music shit.
Gotcha. Now, if you could go back and give younger Blam any advice, what advice would you give younger Blam?
Don't give nobody excuses you wouldn't give yourself, blood. Real talk.
Is there anything else you want to
man.
out there? Any shout outs?
The wave, man, my bro Cash, man. Cash has worth, man. You believed in the dream, bro. If I'm the seed, you the son, my nigga. Cornbread, wife Ashley, son Ja, son Junior, Nevaeh, my daughter, man. Like, listen to that child support, man. Daddy just want a chance, man. I'm out here doing this for y'all, man. Other than that, man, can't see the forest for the tree. Stand tall.
Alright. And last but not least, where can people find you on the internet? Like, what's your Instagram handles? What's your...
To be honest, and I don't even mean to sound this, to be cocky, ask Cash or ask you, bro, because I don't know nothing. I'm still learning how to do all for
Hey, word. Keep it 100, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Glad you came through.
Big facts.
Definitely ready to go ahead and get this Dreaming of Freedom out.
Dreaming of Freedom, man. Coming soon. Blam The Gr8, Gr8, man. Can't see the forest for the tree.